Hey everyone, today we're starting out with some fabulous no-bake church window cookies, aka cathedral windows, or whatever you call them. They have a lot of names like Yule log or something like that too. It's not where I come from, that's not what we call them, but do tell me in the comments what you call them, where you're from. So we're gonna move right into making these fabulous sliced no-bake cookies. Okay, and one of the essential things about these church window cookies is to be prepared when you start them. I like to go ahead and have 2 baking sheets with my shredded coconut. You can see I'm going to spread it out because once the chocolate's all melted and it's at the right temperature and I mix in the marshmallows, we're going to move through putting them in the coconut really fast. So start with a large microwave safe bowl. You can also do a double boiler method on the stovetop if you want to melt the chocolate, but this is just as easy. It's about a minute in the microwave on high power, and then stir. Even though you'll have lumps in your chocolate, just keep stirring until it's smooth. That way you don't get it so hot that you have to wait forever for it to cool down and mix the marshmallows in. Add your vanilla, a touch of salt if you want to, because it will highlight the flavors of the chocolate and the marshmallows and the coconut. And stir until it is well blended. And then one of the key parts, like I just said, is to make sure that you actually touch the chocolate mixture so that it's not too warm to mix the marshmallows in. You don't want them melting. Add your colorful, fruity marshmallows that are rainbow colored here, and gently mix it in with the chocolate mixture. Again, it's really important that it's not so hot that these are going to melt. You want to get it just combined so that all the marshmallows are evenly kind of coated with the chocolate mixture. And if you want, some people add some of the coconut or some crushed walnuts or pecans or whatever nut you like in the mixture as well, but I'm a purist. I like it to be chocolatey goodness. Okay, since we have 2 baking sheets ready, you're going to portion out half of the chocolate and marshmallow mixture onto each of your kind of spread and arranged coconut. You want to do it in a line. We're going to roll this up to make a log, so just kind of stack it on top of each other until you have, like I said, about half of this divided out onto your prepared sheet of coconut. Okay, once you have your chocolate mixture portioned out onto the shredded coconut, we're going to top it with more coconut. And you can grab the loose coconut that's on the parchment paper and kind of tap it onto the tacky sides of the chocolate marshmallow mixture. But once you have a little bit more sprinkled over, we're going to grab that parchment paper on one side. You can kind of grab it from both sides to get the sides covered there a little better. And then use one end and start tucking it to roll it into a nice log shape while we chill it. We're going to transfer this and the next one into the refrigerator and chill. And then when you're ready, we're going to slice it up just like you see here, and it's ready to serve. I like to make sure that I put mine out right before serving, and I only leave them out for a bit because the chocolate mixture is prone to getting a little soft again. You can see we're having fun slicing up these church window cookies. I remember these as a kid. Did you have them as a kid? If you did, what holidays did you have them? Or were you like me and you just went ahead and made these year round because they're perfect anytime? Of course, getting my mom to buy those rainbow marshmallows for me was like a task. However, I did get her to do it. So when you're making this, all of the ingredients you need are down in the description on the video. If I missed the link so you get that printable recipe, let me know. I do hope you enjoyed the video and that you have fun making these. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.